Alrighty, so I wanted to talk about custom tuning and how that works. So a lot of you know that the JB4 is similar in certain aspects to the Cobb tuner, that it comes with a few base maps that are supposed to be a good fit for most cars, and that's kind of what the Cobb tuner does. It has base maps, and those maps are good, not great. And then, to get to great, you've got to get a Pro Tune. So this is kind of similar to a Pro Tune, and this is a base map. This isn't a completed map. So this would be kind of something they would send you initially, and then you work on it from there. So this is map 6. Map 6 is for custom tuning. And this would be something similar. Like I said, it may be different for each car. It's going to be different for each car, but this would be for a 2022 WRX, kind of based on what I'm doing, the base mods. So essentially what they do is they'll send you this base map. You fill out you go to map 6, and you'll fill out all of these numbers that they give you. And what these numbers mean essentially is, over what the ECU is boosting. So at 2000 RPM, whatever, if the ECU is at 0, we would be at 1. Let's say at 2500 we're at 5, we would be at 7, and so on and so forth until you get to plus 8. So 8 psi over, and of course this goes to 7000. The WRX does not actually go that high in RPM. And then essentially what you would do, and then you've got your boost safety, so it won't go above 23. So essentially what you would do is you would run the map that they send you, and then run a data log. And then slowly you would be making adjustments to this log to get to where you wanted to be air fuel ratio wise. So essentially you might run this log and say, okay, well, hey, it looks a little bit too lean, and then this is going to be the difference between the math. So then they might take this down to 75 at certain RPMs, and then they might take it down to 50 and 25 or 0, and the same thing, they might adjust the duty bias over here a little bit, so that so there's a good bit of adjusting that can be done. And essentially what's going to happen is they're essentially doing a custom tune for you. So you are inputting these things, and then slowly but surely getting more and more power, essentially, and getting to where you want to be, whether it's a rich torque number or a lean torque number. This helps you kind of dial it in. So it's very close and similar to doing a Pro Tune, so it will be custom to your car. Each car is going to be a little bit different. There's not going to be a set, hey, this is just for, this is exactly perfect for every car. Every car is going to be different, just like a Pro Tune. So that's why I really like the JB4 tuner, the customization. And the great thing about it is that you can easily, within 10-15 minutes, uninstall it. So if you needed to go to the dealership for a warranty work, you could uninstall it real quick, go back to the stock map, take it to the dealership, get the warranty work done, and then reinstall it quickly without too much of a hassle. So it's really easy to do. The custom tuning is completely free, and I'm going to list some resources for that below. So because you've got a few different people you can reach out to. You've got Canon, you've got Terry, you've got Ando, and there's more than that. But those are just a few of the tuning resources, and all that, like I said, all that custom revisions completely free. So for me, the stock maps worked awesome up until I got the intake. And then once I had that +8 or +7 boost, it was too lean. So we went back to the drawing boards. We updated, this isn't my current map, this is just a screenshot of my old map. We updated some of the logs, we updated the maps, we ran a bunch of, like I probably did like 5 to 10 different data logs, and we really got it dialed in for my car. But each car is going to be different. So that's one of the great things and one of the big differences between this and Cobb, because as you know, that's not something Cobb offers. If you want a Pro Tune, so essentially you spend similar money. You're going to spend $500-600 on a Cobb Access port, but then you're going to spend another $400 to $600 on a Pro Tune. The reason I say a variance is because when I had my Mazda Speed, I got a Pro Tune for $93, and then you pay another $200-300 and get a Pro Tune for E85, just in case you don't have E85 available to you, and you could rotate between those two maps. Well, that was great, but that we're talking about at that point, between the Access port and the Pro Tunes, we're talking $1,100-1,200. And not every company offers free revisions. So definitely something to look into. I highly recommend getting one of these tuners to protect your warranty, and just for quick, easy power and tunability. This is something that you could technically do yourself. It's not recommended, but it's something you could do yourself. You can always play with the numbers and dial in your own tune, and then once you perfect it, then you're set. It would take longer than the pros doing it, of course, but it's not impossible to do. You would just be inputting your numbers and then doing a data log, seeing where your air fuel ratios are they safe? If they're not, dialing back in certain areas. But that's one of the things I really love about the JB4. Like I said, if you want one, check it out. I've got a link in my bio.